Welcome to Mishna study Masachet Eruvin Perek Vav Mishnah Chet. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss when you need a courtyard Erub, right, Erub Hatzirot, and an alley Erub, which is a Shituf Mevoot. Right, those are two important terms to learn. The case over here we discussed in the Mishnah, when you have 5 courtyards, let me just start reading. Chamesh Hatzirot Petuchot Lazov Tuchot Lamavoy. Right, so you have 5 courtyards that are open to each other, and they're open to a Mavoy. Right, so I drew this out over here. You see 5 courtyards. Each one is open to each other, right? But they're also open to the mavoy, which is the alleyway, that orange alleyway underneath. So now what happened over here? They made an Erub in the Hatzirot. Right? So I saw Bartuna explain that each Hatzir made an Erub for itself, but I think it could also be all the Hatzirot made an Erub between all of them. So the 5 of them made an Erub, right? All of them, and now they're pretty much considered like one courtyard because they all 5 made one eruv together. But they did not make a shituf mevoot, right? They didn't make the eruv in the alley, right? So let's say there were other homes on the other side of the alley, right? Then again, they didn't include the alley in their eruv. Didn't make the shituf mevoot. So what? Mutarim b'hatzirot v'asurim b'mavoy. They're allowed to carry in the hatzirot, in their courtyards, but they're not allowed to carry in the alleyway, right? Makes sense. Now, v'im nishtatefu b'mavoy mutarim kan v'chan. If they made the shituf mevoot, right? They made the eruv in the alleyway, then they're allowed in both. They're allowed in both areas. Now, what's important to mention over here, just going forward, is that why do we need both, right? If you make the eruv in the hatzirot, right? Okay, then you can carry in the courtyard. Once you make the eruv for the alleyway, shouldn't that also include the courtyards as well? Right? Imagine they made a eruv in the alleyway with bread, right? Okay, so if you include everyone who's in the alleyway, those courtyards are also open to the alleyway. That should include everyone as well. So the only reason we make an additional eruv in the hatzir, in the courtyard, is shelo, right? Shelo l'shakeh hatinokot torat eruv, right? So we don't cause the children to forget the laws of eruv, right? What an eruv hatzirot is. So therefore, we say you should do both. But technically speaking, right? Of course, the alleyway would also cover the courtyards. Okay, that's just important to mention. So now, let's say they made the eruv in the hatzirot and they made the shituf in the mavoy in the alley. One of the people in the courtyard forgot to make the eruv. Mutarim kan v'chan. Right? If the person is mevatel zeshut, they're allowed to. Actually, he's not mevatel. Sorry, right? He's not mevatel zeshut. Didn't matter, right? Mutarim kan v'chan. Why? Because they made the eruv in the courtyard and they made it in the shituf mevaot as well. So even if one person forgot in the courtyard, the shituf mevaot, the courtyard eruv, is going to override and cover everything as well. The only reason we're making the additional eruv in the courtyards, in the hatzer, right, is so we don't cause the children to forget. They don't come to forget. But in the end of the day, you still made an overarching eruv, shituf, in the mavoy. So therefore, mutarin kan v'chan, they're allowed to carry in both the courtyard and the shituf and the mavoy. Let's say one of the people in the mavoy forgot to make the eruv, right? So imagine over here, you have this extra yellow orange house on the other side, and he forgot to include himself in the alleyway eruv, right? In the shituf mevoot. Okay, that's going to be a problem. So then mutarim b'hatzirot v'asurim b'mavoy. Then they're allowed to carry in the courtyards, right? Each courtyard itself, but they're asur in the mavoy. They're not allowed to carry in the alleyway. She'amavoy l'hatzirot k'hatzer l'batim, because the mavoy is to the hatzirot the same way the hatzer, the courtyard, is to the homes, right? So like we said, the shituf mevoot and the eruv hatzirot, we do them both, right? But the shituf mevoot is overarching, and in a place b'di'avad where someone forgot to make the eruv hatzirot, the mavoy would cover him.